Hi, I'm Bartolo, the treehouse dude, because I built the treehouse village in the Dominican Republic.
"34-year-old Bartolo grew up in a poor Mormon household in Boise, Idaho.
My dad was a sheet metal worker, and so in the winters he'd get laid off, and so we always thought we were gonna have to live in a tent because we're so poor.
But one thing that he always had was an entrepreneurial mindset.
And so I had a paper route when I was 8 years old. That's how I made my money, deliver newspapers.
Also in his youth, Bartolo developed this fascination for tree houses because of what he saw on TV.
I grew up with a very strict religious family, and so we couldn't watch normal TV, but we could watch Disney. And all of a sudden, I wanted something else, and so I found Swiss Family Robinson, and they lived in tree houses.
Bartolo wanted to go to Boise State for college, but couldn't afford it, so he started cleaning toilets. It worked out so well that he started a commercial cleaning company in Boise, employing 40 people. It took him 13 years to graduate college, and when he finally did, he vacationed down to the Samaná Peninsula in the Dominican Republic and loved it so much that he never left.
Imagine coming in and seeing people where they were still bathing in rivers and had no electricity.
Damn.
It was like a whole nother world, but I felt so blessed, and it was the age of innocence. A lot of people in the consumer areas, the only thing about I need this and I need that. These guys have smiles on their face just because they're alive, because they get to be with their friends. So the whole contrast of purchasing and buying love, this doesn't exist here.
Bartolo met his Dominican wife here, had babies, and then focused on his ultimate dream of creating his very own treehouse village. Here, you can find 22 unique tree houses scattered around the green Dominican jungle.
Welcome to my crib. Here's one of our tree houses right here. We have the super sexy reds in here, the half dome hanging chairs.
I was just gonna read books all day.
I noticed there's no walls.
Yeah, there's no walls. We want that complete free vibe going on, right? And as you've noticed, no mosquitoes, there's no nothing, there's no poisonous snakes here. That's the interesting thing about the Dominican Republic, there's no poisonous anything. King size bed. Well, there's a lot of babies that have been made. Yeah, I think me and my wife definitely have one of ours that came from here. Check out the shower though.
Whoa, this is the shower?
Yep.
Wow.
We even have the hot water showers that come in here. This is all fossilized coral.
This place is just so cool. When you're walking around, you're like literally in the jungle, like completely surrounded and engulfed by nature, which is probably the coolest part about this whole property. Definitely want to come stay here again in the future. We gotta put the camera and put the computer and the drones away and just enjoy life. In fact, that's the deal out here. This is not a space to work as there is no Wi-Fi.
If someone needs Wi-Fi, they can hike out, and there's a coffee shop right outside of our place that you can say, hey Bob, I'm alive, I'll send you the contracts, and then you gotta walk back 10 minutes. And so you still could have it there, but not the Treehouse Village. It's spiritual here. It truly is. It's something where you actually have your heart back to the earth.
And how many jobs have you created here?
Yeah,
approximately?
we employ over 60 people directly right now. How does it make me feel? Oh man, I don't want to get teary with this. Makes me feel good. Yeah, you want to be a part of the change in the world. Everybody's down on how bad the world is, but I actually see the world as good. And all it takes is each one of us to do our part. And I'm not a perfect guy, but I feel really inspired to be able to help other people and see every day that someone gets a better life because I've made a decision to do something different.
Bartolo puts sustainability above anything else in his Treehouse Village strategy.
We're trying to switch over to all alternative energy, solar power, our own wells so that we control our own water. But a lot more of it is socio-economically, right? We hire all the locals. All the money stays here. I'll give you an example. My employee said, hey boss, we've got a really cool tour. We're gonna take horseback rides to this waterfall, and then my uncle owns a boat, and we're gonna take him to virgin beaches that no one's ever seen. Who wouldn't wanna do that, right? And so that's what we did. We created our own tour, so you get to go with the locals on their horses that they ride to a waterfall where they go, and on a boat ride that their uncle uses to fish during the day and takes you to the most amazing beach. That's sustainable. Everybody gets richer that way. Everybody has a better life that way. And better yet, the whole environment doesn't get chopped and burned because they're gonna save it because they know that it's for their benefit.
Within the last 5 years since opening up his Tree House Village, he has started 4 more hotels in Samaná with more on the horizon. He and his wife do a lot of humanitarian work for the community as well.
But when we came here, Bart was always asking me, why this guy doesn't smile if he's such a nice person? And I was like, yeah, that's a good question. And when we were asking, it turned out that they were missing teeth. So he was immediately like, let's fix that. So we had a very nice, good employee, and we started with him. And then our nanny, and then we met this organization and we brought them here to make these dental programs, and now we have fixed so many people.
We did over 1,300 people's teeth in the last few years.
Yeah.
What I love about Bartolo is that he's all about giving back. He's teaching long-term sustainability to both the local Dominicans as well as his visitors. He's doing everything possible to make his impact on the world, and it's beginning to flourish. It's been a pleasure to spend the day with Bartolo, and if you ever come to the DR, then you have to stay at his treehouse. What is one message that you want to say to the world?
This is my message. Disconnect to reconnect to your relationships with your loved ones. That's it.
That's all?
That's all. That's all you need.
Period.
Period.
End of story.
End of story.
So, Espanol, when you first came here, how good were you?
My Spanish was pretty decent, but it's Castilian from Spain. So I spoke with a list.
Barcelona.
Yeah. Felicidades. ¿Qué haces?
Yeah.
¿Verdad? And so I learned the Dominican way. It's que lo que. So how I explain Spanish here, it'd be ebonics in Spanish, right? So in English, if I said, hey, what you doing? I was just chilling with your mama. Oh, mama know Jesus. Oh, shit. Yo, mama know Jesus. I know Jesus. It's the same way. Que lo que? Ya tú sabes, tranquilito, tú sabes, tranqui. Dime a ver, que lo que? Wah, wah, wah. And so...
Yeah, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, so I started learning the way that they speak in their culture. And being from Idaho, we're all white guys with blue eyes. And we all come look the same. Yeah, all corn-fed Idahoans. And then I came down here and I'm the only white guy, right? So it's funny because when my wife goes to the Dominican, she's black. And so she's the only black girl in Idaho. And when I come here, I'm the only white guy. So it's really fun. And it's fun because I had 4 kids in Idaho, and they came here for when I got married, and now I have 3 kids in the Dominican Republic. This is my place. This is my vibe, my energy, my people. I fit in at just like my culture. I finally found it.
I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.